Hi, I'm here on the red carpet at Sports Personality of the Year 2013 at the Leeds Arena. LSTV are here waiting for the stars, and hopefully it'll be a fantastic evening.
You're from Bolton yourself. What's it like to have the Sports Personality of the Year up in the north then?
I think it's brilliant because, you know, to get so many it's only going to drive and motivate so many young kids to get involved in sport, to be part in sport, to take part in sport. Also, to have an event like this in Leeds, I think is great for the Leeds community, Leeds people. Also, the north of England normally the Sports Personality isn't more in, it's like in Birmingham or in London, but this time it's closer home to us. So I think it's brilliant to have an event like this here.
What do you think of it being here in Leeds for the first time?
Oh, it makes my life a lot easier. It took me an hour and a half to get here, so yeah, I love Leeds. I've spent a lot of time in Leeds. One of my last Blue Peter shows was from Millennium Square in Leeds, so yeah, lots of fun memories in Leeds, and some hazy ones too.
It's amazing to be back here. No, just the local support has been phenomenal leading up to it and tonight. I mean, you get stopped all the way down the red carpet. It's incredible, and that you don't get that in London. It's brilliant because I got to stay at home to get ready, so I had a little bit longer, and it's so nice to be at home. I never spend time here anymore because we're all over the world racing and competing, and it's nice just to have that home advantage, I guess. Hopefully everyone will pick up the phone and vote because it's at home.
Leeds is a massive traditional sporting town, where it's the obvious ones: football, the rugby and the cricket in Headingley. Always where the cycling, you know, we've got a fantastic cycling heritage, and you've got Tour de France starting here next year, and fantastic clubs and all sorts of things. So, you know, both unis that are, you know, big sporting uni. So yeah, it's a great city for sport. I think this maybe just showcases it a little bit.
Yeah, it's amazing. Do you know what was the weirdest thing in the world? Was driving up earlier on today and entering through the city. I haven't been here in about 10 years, so it's crazy sort of, you know, visiting for the first time in 10 years and sort of seeing all those sights and sounds and remembering some things, not remembering others. No, it's been great.
All good, yeah. I'm here more to watch and enjoy, unless I'm getting surprised Lifetime Achievement Award, which is highly unlikely.
Yeah, it's good. I always have a good time when I come here, and I've got great memories of here with Leeds, the city. I always enjoy my time here, so good.
I've really enjoyed being in Leeds. We came up last night and we had a wander round, but yeah, I really like it, so hopefully I can come back in the future.
Yeah, I love Leeds, so it's nice to come back here. I only live in Manchester, so it's only an hour away, which is quite nice, but shame I haven't had time to shop, because I love the shopping in Leeds, so I'm absolutely gutted I've not had time to shop, but no, I'm sure they'll put on a great show tonight.
It was in London for so many years, and I think it was Daley Thompson who said once, he said, I got bored of going because it was just the same old faces at the Queen Elizabeth Centre and then at the television centre year after year, and to open up like this, so many great sporting names, the general public can come along and celebrate, and it's added a whole new dimension.
Yeah, it's fantastic. It's nice to be in my own hometown of Leeds, and I'm really happy that it's completely sold out and everybody's there to watch somebody become Sports Personality of the Year.
I love Leeds, it's a great city. Yeah, I got booed coming up there, so I love Leeds.
Brilliant answer, thank you, Robbie.
Do you think it's been a good sporting year then? What's been your highlight?
I think it's been a really great sporting year, and I think the top 10, or the 10 that have been chosen for the shortlist, are all incredible. I mean, any of them could win, and you know, there's reasons for that all of them should be standing there tonight.
It's been a great sporting year for the country. What's been your personal highlight?
Probably Andy Murray winning Wimbledon was unbelievable. I've been willing him on to do it for the last few years now. He's been getting closer, and this year to do it was really great.
It's been a great year for British sport, the top 10. Yeah, and it's great to see a fellow Paralympian in it with Hannah Cockcroft, so it's amazing.
What another fantastic year for sport.
It's amazing. I think when you look at the athletes that haven't made the last 10, it just shows you how strong how strong a year it's been for British sport. So it's great to be here to enjoy it as a fan, and looking forward to a great night.
Well, there's been a lot of highlights, but I think, you know, Murray deserves to win Sports Personality. I mean, there's a lot of deserved winners, but I'd like to see Murray up there. But yeah, I mean, for me, things have been crazy. I took a step back from sport, you know, this year, but I am still training, and 2014 should be an exciting year.
Groves against Forge. I thought that was a good fight. I thought Groves. What are you laughing at?
In terms of your year this year, obviously a bit of controversy in the result last month. What are your thoughts on it now, a month on?
Well, you know, I want to win a world title. That's my aim now as a boxer. That's everyone's aim. So I want to take the quickest route rather than the easiest route. I'm in the process now of either forcing a rematch or letting Carl Froch do the honourable thing and accept the rematch. It's the biggest fight out there for him, financially, commercially, and win, lose or draw, he can leave boxing with his head held high, and possibly his legacy intact.
You know, obviously being a rugby player, I really have sort of watched the Lions, and I think them going down to Australia and beating them and doing it with great style is a huge plus point. And to get Lee Harpenny and Warren Gatlin up for an award tonight, maybe it might be a double.
For me, it's just a huge honour to be here and to be nominated, to be here amongst some fantastic British sports people. It's just a huge honour.
You're up for one of the big awards. How are you feeling about that?
A little bit nervous, but I'm just going to enjoy myself and enjoy it. It's not something that happens all the time, so when it does happen, you just try and make the most out of it.
So what's been your highlight of this sporting year then?
Well, other than the America's Cup comeback, I mean, that was the most incredible race ever. And I was with Ben throughout that whole time, and I'd speak to him every day and he'd say, oh no, we've lost another race, and then they started winning and they couldn't stop winning.
No, it's a lifelong dream to be part of a winning team in the America's Cup, so that was very special for me. It's been a sort of up and down year, but great to top it off with the America's Cup win.
Ben Ainsley for me, I think he's been outstanding. I think Ben Ainsley's actually turned the sort of sailing world on its head, and he's taken being a sort of sports person to the next level, having gone on a boat and taken it from the back to the front. Ben Ainsley's a genius.
It's just the most incredible sporting comeback and the best story of the year for me.
And you're opening up the show tonight, how does it feel?
Incredible. I mean, it feels very surreal that I've been given this opportunity, but what a brilliant opportunity to take, and I can't wait.
So you're up for this year's Young Spotty of the Year. How does it feel?
It's an absolutely amazing feeling to be nominated out of so many amazing athletes that were also nominated for this award, so it's a real honour really.
Oh, it's just absolutely amazing. Like, I just didn't even expect to be nominated, so to have made the final 10, then to being cut down to the final 3 is just insane, so I'm really happy.
So as an ex-Manchester United player, what were your thoughts on Alex Ferguson retiring this year?
Well, it's a great day for all of us because of what he has done over the years. He's such an exceptional man, a man that brought a great deal of success to the football club for 26.5 years, and that was a really bit of a shock to the system in terms of him retirement, but we know he's at some stage he had to do that, and it was a great sending off. Being there at Old Trafford, the last game of the season, was a fitting way for him to get sent off.
Such an inspirational man. I can't speak highly enough of him. The things he's been there for me through tough times, and I've had some really tough times over the last couple of years, and it's just a measure of the man he's been such a rock for me and a real massive influence, and the greatest manager of all time, and he deserves every accolade and recognition that he gets.
Anyone you've got your eye on to win in particular?
I think obviously there's a bookie's favourite, isn't there? And I tend to go with what the bookies say. So, but we'll see. It's an open vote. It's up to the public.
Who do you think is going to win tonight then, the main award?
Well, I think Murray's looking pretty good, isn't he? I think he's probably odds on. It's he's had a phenomenal year. Won some very big matches, obviously, and a bit of a breakthrough for him. So it's going to be tough to. It's hard, obviously. It's results driven pretty much. Obviously, if you're doing some phenomenal stuff, obviously it's going to be hard to probably go past him.
I think Andy Murray should win. I think I think his consistency, winning Wimbledon. I think he should win.
I've got to stick with the rugby, hadn't I? Lee Halfpenny. I think that he's had a terrific year. He's had a terrific sort of 3 or 4 years really. So I hope, fingers crossed, it might be. We'll keep it in the rugby.
I'd like to see Tony McCoy win it again. I'm a big racing fan, but I think Andy will win it, and probably deservedly so.
Everyone who's been nominated have had fantastic years, and whoever wins it tonight will be a worthy winner.
The shortlist. It's tough. I mean, it's tough to even make it onto the shortlist. You look at the people who didn't make it on. You've got world champions there and amazing success that haven't made it on. So it's tough to be on the top 10.
Well, although I'm an athlete, obviously Mo, he's pretty amazing, but I'm also Scottish, so there's Andy. So I think, and I'm really good friends with Andy's mum, so I think I'm going to have to stay in Andy's corner tonight.
If I was being sensible, probably Andy Murray. He's had one memorable more than anything else tonight. Obviously winning Wimbledon. He's a great athlete. He's a boxing fan, so he gets my vote. It's got to be Andy, isn't it? Yeah, fellow Scotsman, and rooting for him and hoping he does it.
Well, I think Andy Murray looks as though he's nailed on to win it, and as rightly so. I don't think anybody would argue with that. The season he's had is amazing.
Not taking away anything from what Chris Froome achieved this year, because as we all know how tough it is to win the Tour de France. But I think this year, Andy would have to get my vote. Yeah.